the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. We'll watch the Brooklyn Nets in this one as they go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers out at Quicken Loans Arena. For the Cavaliers, this is a team they played pretty well against last season, going 3-1. They'll look to keep that edge tonight. And tonight, what about Colin Sexton? 6'2". Kenny, this guy's a natural scorer, still trying to evolve as a playmaker.
Played for a good friend of mine, Avery Johnson, down there. Extremely quick, athletic, creates for himself easily. Still learning how to create for others, but he's a great prospect.
You know what I like? He's unafraid of contact. He pushes the action and plays with a lot of passion.
You afraid of contact?
Nope. It's too quick for you. You couldn't even touch me.
Why'd you move?
Look at that.
Oh, you got me.
Yeah. What are you doing?
I'm stretching. My neck's hurting.
You guys are both softies. Thanks for tuning in. See you later.
Why you think they call me Ankle?
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Last outing for Brooklyn, they won that game against the Pacers in Indiana. And kind of a close game, only a 4-point win, but a win nonetheless.
And anytime you come off the bench, you know your role. And that night, it was about scoring.
Well, good collective team unity. Everyone pitching in, so trying to win for one another. That's a good thing.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, it's hard to remember now, but Kevin Love didn't enter the league as a three-point shooter. Yet it's become a cornerstone of his game. Now, coaches have told him if you're a big man and you can shoot it out there, you're a valuable commodity. Kevin, he has listened, and he is indeed valuable.
Well, in this game today, it's all about court spacing, DA. Thanks for the report. One of the interesting storylines of this young season, Brett Barry, the surprising early development of a couple rookies in the league.
Early development of rookies is a great thing for a young team because all of a sudden somebody's taking the reins. And I think coaches always appreciate when a rookie comes in, he does the work in the offseason, all that work starts to pay off. But now rookies tend to start looking towards somebody else, or the team starts looking towards that young player as somebody who may be able to handle and carry the weight of the franchise for a little while.
He'll be the Nets off the tip. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Russell and Crabbe are in the backcourt together. Allen is out there with Kenneth Faried. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3 spot. Crabbe, no good. Now, here's Sexton. And Allen with the block. And here's Russell to the paint. Crabbe dishes to Faried, and it goes down 2 points. Faried's got the first points of the night for the Nets.
And really, no amount of defense is going to keep Faried from finishing off the shot, looking totally focused on that basket.
Love outside. From deep, Johnson. Kenneth Faried pulls it in. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. There's the 3. Crabbe, no good.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Got that one up quick.
And Joe Johnson unselfish with that play. You can call his number just about any time, but turning down a good shot for a great one, good on you, Joe.
Now, here is Russell, coming off a solid outing against Indiana. This one for 3. Crabbe, no good.
And 1 for 5 is a tough way to start the game, Kevin. They got to get it going.
Good finds Love, down low, and stolen by Russell. Here's Crabbe. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Crabbe's got his first points of the game.
Well, 6'6", height-wise, 7 foot on the wingspan. Crabbe can get off shots inside that most guards simply can't.
Now here's Love. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Atlanta. Pass to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots a fader. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Joe is a scorer and a shooter, but it always looks prettiest from the mid-range.
Now Russell. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And for D'Angelo Russell, the former number 2 pick, it's all about developing himself as a player and a leader. Has focused more on the team and less on himself of late, and knows what is expected of him and has to earn every second of floor time.
The first one falls. And last season, Russell had to fight for minutes upon returning from injury.
Yeah, and battles like that help mature a player and really keep them focused. Those are areas where Russell had struggled in the past. I think he and his coach both know it's not easy, but it has already started in making Russell the best player he can be.
The Cavaliers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Now, here's Sexton. He's guarded by Russell. Here's the teardrop. And the layup good by Sexton.
You know, not bashful about positioning himself inside. Sexton knows he has what it takes to score from there.
Russell with it. And he makes good on the layup.
And that's the kind of move that will always pay off, even against tight defense like he was facing on that possession.
Sexton kicks to Hood. Johnson can't get it to go. The Nets with the lead. There's Russell with the 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Russell's got 7 points.
And sensing the situation, Russell with the stop and pop. Nice choice.
Passes to Johnson. That shot no good. Some solid defense from Fareed.
Right now he's just out of sync. A lot of shots rimming out, and he's got to try to find something different.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. He had 13 points in the win against Indiana.
In a moment here, let's check out the numbers for Russell. How he did last season. Averaged 15 points a game, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And he led the charge when it came to scoring, led the team.
Yeah, he shot the lights out all year long from a variety of spots on the floor. Love that versatility.
And how about the leaping ability there on the slam? Love how Sexton just rises up with confidence inside.
Now here's Crabbe. It's Allen, top of the key. Now here's Crabbe. He's tightly guarded. Russell.
And let's take a quick look now at some stats for Love. He's coming off an excellent season. 12th in rebounding, 12th in free throw percentage, and he was also extremely dependable behind the three-point line, finishing the season among the top 20 in three-point percentage.
And we talked about how strong he was on the boards, going hard at it at both ends last year, really helping out his team. And he makes the first.
Yeah, and with this increased aggressiveness offensively, Russell's shooting more and more free throws.
Larry Nance has checked in for Kevin Love. And so Russell hits them both. Now here's Sexton. 11-point game his last outing. Outside Hood. To the middle. Sexton's shot is good. Sexton's got 8. Nets leading by 3. Russell feeling it out a bit. Inside. Fades and shoots. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, when you don't box out the manimal, he has a tendency to devour second chance opportunities.
Sexton kicks to Thompson. Back to Hood. 5 to shoot. Johnson, that's for 2. It doesn't go for him. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Outside, Russell. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
And that's pro. Russell gets his man a little out of position and draws the foul.
The Nets have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. Free throw good, Russell.
Oh my God.
And for the Cleveland Cavaliers in this roster, Brent, a lot of sharpshooters that can get hot at any time.
Well, 3rd in the league last season in made threes, and the team does a really good job of drawing and kicking and finding shooters. And they had the 5th best rated offense last year, mostly because of how well they shot the ball from distance.
And they've been the more physical team offensively, seeking contact, looking to score in the lane, and getting to the line.
Hood can't get it to go. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. They lead by 7. Tipped away. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
And usually that mid-range jumper finds the bottom of the net. The defense has to be more aggressive moving forward.
Johnson outside. Puts up a 3. They get the rebound. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
There's Russell with a 3. Connects from 3-point range. Russell's got a couple of 3s now in the first for Brooklyn. And so here's Cleveland, trailing by 10. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
You know, I don't like to use the word shock, but that was a shocking result for me. Nobody saw that one coming. To lose to that team was surprising enough, but to get blown out like that?
Yeah, that's a bit of a head scratcher there. That was a case where every single thing that could have gone wrong for them, it showed up.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Channing Fries checked in for Thompson. Clarkson comes in for Hood, and George Hills subbed in for Sexton. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Ed Davis is checked in for Allen. Damari Carroll comes in for Rondé Hollis Jefferson. Spencer Dinwiddie's checked in for Crabb. And Shabazz Napier subbed in for Russell. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
That was pretty clever right there, knowing how to finish. And you knew the contact was coming from somewhere.
Yeah, you look at George Hills' game, and he doesn't wow you in any way, but he's a complete basketball player. Strong outside shooter, but might be most valuable defensively. Often regarded as one of the best defensive guards in the league.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And with Hill and his defense, perhaps what is best about it is that he can guard Greg both guard positions, and that makes him valuable.
Yeah, and that flexibility gives a coach and his lineup so much leeway. Hill has a great wingspan, about 6'9", and can be very disruptive defensively. Very good at fighting through screens to stick with his assignments as well.
Now here's Johnson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Atlanta. Kicks it to Clarkson. 6 to shoot. 13 feet away. Carroll with the rebound.
And they've come out with a take no prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys. Over to the left wing.
Here's Dinwiddie, guarded by Fry. Here's Davis, got a piece of it, and he recovers it. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Fires, high post. Here's Fry. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And this is what happens when you fail to block out.
Defensive rebounding just as important as causing the miss in the first place.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
One shot.
Free throw, good from Fry. Brett, last season the league cut back on timeouts. Are you hearing any other ideas of how to reduce the duration of some of these games?
There was also the idea last year where they put it into place where right after the second quarter ended, they put you on a 15-minute clock in between halftimes.
It started immediately.
And I thought that was ideal. So if you're at a game and you get to see the dog jumping through the hula hoop.
Which you love.
I love it.
I know.
It's only going to last the 7 or 8 minutes before the teams come back out. And I thought last year that helped the game speed along. And I think they sped up last year, if I'm not wrong, Kevin, by about 3 minutes time.
I'm glad when you go out there and balance the dishes on your head. That's always been so fun to watch.
There's only one red panda, Kevin.
I know. Here's Fareed after Joe Johnson scored. Fareed looking for an opening. Here's Napier. The shot missing. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Johnson outside. The pass to Clarkson. He kicks to Fry. Looking for Clarkson. He gets it there. Outside Hill. That's good from Johnson on the assist by Hill. Now just a 1-point Brooklyn lead.
Well, Joe Johnson, a good shooter for all the time he spent in the NBA. That's solid.
Pass to Kira. Napier with it. He's guarded by Johnson. Left side Davis. Passes it to Kira. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Nets lead by 3.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
From deep, Johnson, another 3 for Cleveland.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Dinwiddie kicks to Fareed. Dinwiddie passes to Davis. Here's Napier, guarded by Fry. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
A little tit-for-tat action going on the back-to-back trades.
Yeah, a little gamesmanship from range could force both defenses to maybe extend out a little further.
Now, here's Fry. 8 points his last outing. The shot by Clarkson, no good. There's 1:17 left in the first quarter. Here's Dinwiddie. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And that's how you set up your teammates. Done with a little bit of flair.
And even though Spencer Dinwiddie had a breakout year, he felt that his time was long overdue.
Yeah, and in between the injury in college and kind of being buried on the bench, he's had to overcome a lot and has always believed in himself. And he feels when matched up head-to-head with most guards, he's going to come out on top. Showed exactly why he believes in himself so much with that breakout season in 2018.
And that one misses.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Hill looking it over. Pass to Fry. Fires for 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. Fareed's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Dinwiddie. Fareed outside. It's stolen by Hill. Now here's Hill, the fast break opportunity. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
See him change speed that time in transition. When you do that, George Hill becomes very dangerous.
Carroll for three. Tipped away. And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Carroll. The Cavaliers trail by 3. We've got 22 seconds left in the first. Hill finds Clarkson. There's the 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. And here's Napier. Lets it go from deep. And no good on the last second attempt this time. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's the Nets. They're up by 3. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Coming to the Brooklyn Nets in 2017, Alan Crabb saw the opportunity.
Being a Net for me, man, is just great. You know, it's good for my future. It's good for my career. I think they did whatever they had to do in order to get me. So why wouldn't you want to play for an organization like that, man?
Clearly this team values Crabb, and Greg, what he gives them.
And no question, Crabb is a floor spacer who also defends at a high level, a versatile player.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
I tell you what, that first quarter, you can see the game plan is a commitment to offensive rebounding.
Well, their efforts have been rewarded here after one. Winning the battle over second chance points has them ahead on the scoreboard.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Jamari Carroll is out there with Kenneth Faried. And there's Davis. Then there's Shabazz Napier. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 spot.
And he wasn't going to get away with that one. Still in motion when he set that screen.
Yeah, really trying to sell it out there, but the official he ain't buying.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Hood's checked in. Allen's checked in for Brooklyn. Here's Dinwiddie. Kicks to Carroll. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Over in the corner, Allen. The pass to Dinwiddie. Clock at 6. Carroll for 3. The rebound by Kevin Love. And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for Cleveland. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. A floater, and he sinks the layup. Hill's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Cavs. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Dinwiddie kicks to Carroll. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. And the Nets lead by 3.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, with all the turmoil in the Cavs locker room last season, some wondered if head coach Tyronn Lue's job could be in jeopardy. Despite leading the team to its first championship in 2016, Lue, like a lot of coaches, finds that his future in the NBA is always subject to speculation. Kevin?
All right, D.A., thank you. And Davis can't get it to go.
Now, those are the kind of shots you like him taking. Even though he missed it, the offense will take those.
Hill passes to Fry. There's the dish to Hood. Love outside. Sinks the triple.
That's a huge part of Love's game right now. A catch-and-shoot player. He has great confidence in that shot.
Napier kicks to Dinwiddie. Pass to Carroll. And the call will be against George Hill. That is his first foul of the game. For the Cavaliers, Tristan Thompson comes in for Channing Frye. And it's Sexton in for Jordan Clarkson. Then for the Nets, Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Davis. Alan Crabb comes in for Spencer Dinwiddie. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Shabazz Napier. Now Crabb. Right through the D for the layup. Crabb's got the game tied up here for Brooklyn. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Hill passes to Sexton. To the inside. Love finds Hill. And that one goes long.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. Great D that time from Hood.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Hill, no good. The Nets have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. There's Crabb with the 3. The shot, no good. And Cleveland the other way now. They're getting their first look of the season at the Nets in this one.
And looking back to last season, they won this season series as you'd expect.
Well, they were obviously the superior team a year ago, but a lot can change from one season to the next in the NBA. Let's see how this game plays out before we make any rush to judgment as to how they'll fare against each other this year.
Here's Crabb. Following the basket by Kevin Love. Crabb kicks to Russell. Drills it from outside. Russell's got 17.
And great play call. Just so often an initiator, Russell can also catch and fire.
Outside Hood, pass to Sexton. The offensive rebound, and there's Thompson putting it right back in.
Now that's what Tristan Thompson does best, just working the glass and working the D over.
Russell with it. 17 points in the game. Over Hood. And the call will be against George Hill. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Russell kicks to Crabb. Shot clock at 5. And it's off from three-point range. For Cleveland, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Now here's Hood. Defense right on him.
And without a doubt, Rodney Hood is at his best when he's being aggressive. Doesn't settle for shots, and he looks to create and finish around the rim. Sometimes he can serve as a playmaker. That happened a lot when he was with the Utah Jazz under Quinn Snyder.
First trip to the line for him here.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
Two shots.
That free throw good from Hood.
One of the big calling cards for Rodney Hood and why he can compete at this level is his athleticism. So as long as he believes in that, he can continue to make contributions to any team.
Both free throws good from Hood.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Outside, Russell. To the middle. Here's Allen. And slam dunk by Allen.
And just showing great vision there. Russell surveys the floor and whips it to the open man.
You know, Hood can fall into settling for mid-range shots at times, Brent, but that isn't when he's his most effective.
No, a lot of players fall into playing passively, and Rodney Hood is sometimes guilty of that. The trick is finding ways to try to keep him aggressive, make sure that he's impacting the game in ways that his skill set can draw it out.
Brent, George Hill is a guard who has been as consistent as it gets from deep the last few seasons in the league.
Well, Hill's always been a good shooter since entering the league. Remember starting his career in San Antonio, so he showed off his wares alongside Tim Duncan in the post where he could spot up and gain his confidence. And the last 3 seasons for him, he's been over 40%.
And he knocks down the first one.
And the athleticism that George Hill can bring to the point guard position makes him impressive. He does it so well on both ends, especially when he's engaged.
Both free throws good from Hill. When it comes to veteran players, Brent, on a team, what characteristics make for a good leader for a bunch of young guys under him?
We talk a lot about veteran guys on teams, Kevin, and I think one of the most important aspects to think about is that those veterans have a lot more impact if they're still part of playing minutes for a coaching staff. At some point, 4 or 5 months into a season, when an older player is telling you how to do something and only get a chance to see it during practice or him pointing it out on film when you're playing, doesn't have as much of an impact.
Doesn't resonate
right.
as much.
When a guy gets 15 minutes a night and you get to see him do those things as a young player from the bench and say, wow, everything he told me on my list, he's checked all those boxes. So having a vet that plays, much more impactful.
Good point. Here is Hill after the basket by Brooklyn. That one wide left. Now here's Cram. His last outing, he had 8 points. Russell high post. He's against Hill. Outside Russell, but he gets it back. Grab up top. He's got 6. Hollis Jefferson passes to Russell. Clock at 4. Goes back up. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Sexton kicks to Love. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Tries from 16. Rebound, Brooklyn. Hollis Jefferson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Outside, Russell. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Lets a floater go. In deep, Sexton drops it in. Sexton's got 10.
You know, Crafty at just capitalizing there on the floater. Give Sexton room to shoot that shot, and he's going to take it.
Now here's Cram. Back to Russell. Good D by Thompson.
And I really thought he was going to send that shot the other way, but at least he forces the miss.
Well, just good timing on his part. Anytime the shooter has to adjust, the defense wins.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And the call will be against George Hill. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And already his 3rd foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the 3rd quarter.
Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Cleveland. And the Nets also making a change. Kenneth Faried, he's checked in for DeMarre Carroll. Count it, and the Cavalier lead has been cut to just 1 point on the basket from Russell.
So shifty with the ball in his hands. Russell changes pace with the best of them.
Love dishes to Johnson. With some arc, Love with the bucket. Love's got the lead up to 3 now for the Cavs.
You know, he didn't score the ball much in the first quarter, but he has been really, really solid during the second quarter. I expect a big game from him now.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And, you know, with LeBron leaving Cleveland in the offseason, many assumed Love would be traded as well to rebuild. Ended up doing the opposite as he signed a long-term extension with the Cavs to remain in Cleveland. Not many would have guessed that of LeBron, Kyrie, and Kevin, it would be Love to be the last Cav standing.
Cleveland leading by 3. Johnson wide open. He fires. A quick shot there, and it's off target. Here's Dinwiddie. Davis unable to get that one. Good work defensively by Johnson. And here's Clarkson. Lets it go with the 3. Drills the 3-pointer. Clarkson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Like to see more of that from Clarkson. Just get more consistent from the 3-point line. Steps up and knocks that one down.
Back to Russell. The kick out to Faried. Pass to Dinwiddie. Fires the three. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 3 assists now in this one.
Oh, a little punch, counter punch action. Neither side flinching here.
Yeah, both sides trying to keep up with one another, but doing it from distance.
Now here's Johnson. 10 points for him. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's Dinwiddie. Outside, Russell. It's Davis on the wing. They get it back. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
It just has to be frustrating to guard a guy like Fareed. He is so good at getting the D to be too aggressive with him on looks like that.
And Kenneth Fareed, an outstanding performance with Team USA in 2014. But, Greg, his minutes have gone down in recent seasons.
Yeah, I mean, he's a great rebounder. He's got all the athleticism you need, but he's not a shooter or a big-time defender. In today's game, you need your big man to do at least one of those two.
The first one falls.
And the persistence shown by Fareed on every possession gets infectious.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Fry's checked in, and a switch here for Brooklyn. Napier's checked in. He doesn't get the second one. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Here's Clarkson. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. The Nets have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
Spencer Dinwiddie at the line for 2.
And he makes the first. He hits both from the stripe.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
Cleveland's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. And Nance kicks to Fry. He dishes it to Sexton. Down low, Nance. And Nance slams it in.
So fun to watch Larry Nance Jr. get up and be in flight.
A chance at a 2 for 1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Dinwiddie passes to Hollis Jefferson. Dishes to Dinwiddie. To the middle. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Great patience on the block, elevating with ease and then sinking the close-range shot over the top of the D.
That free throw good from Hollis Jefferson.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the half. Clarkson looking for an opening. 16 seconds left in the first half. Johnson from outside drains the three-pointer. Johnson's got 15.
Well, if I'm the coach over there, I'm ordering up a cup of Joe. On fire right now.
With some arc, and it's good on the layup.
Oh, such a feel shot there, the floater.
1 second left, and that one is off. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Cavaliers lead by 2. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Duran. Lou, Coach, what is the focus going to be in the second half?
just play the right way. Move the ball, share the ball, get stops, and get out and run in transition.
Always leads to good results. Thanks, Teron. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome back from the first half. Been a dandy so far. A dandy. You like that word, Kenny?
You know
it's
what?
a dandy.
My third grade teacher used to say that all the time.
That you're a dandy.
He said, this is a dandy of a class.
It is. And this is a dandy of a show. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet, Shaquille O'Neal.
So what's a dandelion?
Well, basically, that's what the class was.
A really cool lion.
Got it.
The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. They kept at it on both ends of the floor, and at the end of the period, they had a slight deficit of 3 points. They took control of the game in the second quarter, coming back to take a 2-point lead into the locker room with them. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, they've been rewarded for dumping the ball inside, keeping the defense honest. You have to mix it up. A little bit outside, a little bit inside. Now that separates teams.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Nets?
Well, I love that they were forceful at their offensive end, and they got the shots they wanted. They played aggressively and got to the line. A strong attacking mindset. I like it. We'll see if they bring the same attitude in the second half, though.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been a clinic out there with D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, great job from him in that first half of drawing fouls and getting to the line.
Well, that is a great equalizer here. You want him to play that physical, but how do you do that without creating too much contact?
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Cavaliers leading. Love is the 4 with Thompson in the middle. Hood out there with Sexton. And it's Johnson in at the 3. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Now here's Hood. 17-foot shot on the way. Here's Love. Out to Hood. Three-pointer. That falls. Great assist by Love. Hood's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Cavs. Bounce pass, Crabbe. Fareed outside. And there's the pass to Crabbe. Fires for 3. The rebound by Johnson. The Cavaliers leading by 5. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Stolen.
And you saw him gauging that pass there. He knew they were coming inside with it and got in position for the steal. And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
Yeah, he picked up the ball clean. He has a sneaky court awareness that you have to be careful around. That time results in the steal.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. After the basket by Brooklyn. Hood can't get it to go. Crabbe from long range. Sexton grabs the board. Sexton's got 4 rebounds in this game.
This just doesn't seem to be his night, or his team's for that matter either. And they got to pull it together here quick, or it's going to be lights out.
Now here's Sexton. He's got 10. And the 3 ball is good. Sexton's got the lead up to 6 now for the Cavs.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Russell with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Here's Hollis Jefferson. 5 points in the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Crabbe, that's for 2. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Johnson's got his 4th rebound in this one. The open look here for Sexton. A 3-pointer off the mark. Nets trail by 6. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Russell kicks to Allen. Pass to Crabbe. Launches it. Not going to go that time. Cavaliers go the other way with it.
Well, if they had an edge at halftime, they might have lost it, beginning this half 1 of 5.
Fareed outside. Crabbe in the corner. A three-pointer is right on target. Crabbe's got 9.
Well, he's 1 for 5 in the quarter, and his body language is saying a lot about where his confidence is. Rattled just a little bit. Maybe the next open look will start him up.
Now here's Johnson. He's got 15. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. He's got 17.
Well, Joe Johnson's a very patient player who likes to get inside for his shots as well, possessing a very nice touch down low.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
And not many players at that position, as explosive as he is in a close game, just rose up to the challenge.
Hill, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Damari Carroll's checked in for the Nets. Johnson against Carroll. They double-team Johnson. On the wing, Hill. A 3-ball. Love. And Love with his second chance points.
Yeah, when you give up these second chance opportunities, I don't know what you expect. Kevin Love is going to find a way to get in there and make something good happen.
Now here's Crabbe. He's got 9. Fareed, no good. Across the board, Brent, it's hard to find an offensive weapon as efficient as Kevin Love.
Well, he doesn't have the highest shooting percentage for a big man, but his impact is huge because of how many threes he takes and how many threes he ultimately makes. When he gets locked in with that kind of shot, he can explode for some huge numbers. We've seen that in the past.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Brooklyn called for the foul.
Something that maybe Joe Johnson could do more of with his size and skill. Get inside and work his way to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And you look at his numbers from last year, 89% from the line, so hard to ask for much more than that.
And that one falls for Johnson.
Well, primetime years for Joe Johnson meant ISO Joe for his ability to score one-on-one, a style of offense that's lost a little bit of its favor, but it remains effective for Joe.
And Johnson drops them both. Nets trail by 7. Russell finds Allen. Back to Russell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And another thing you like about Russell, just good size at that lead guard position and makes him a handful to defend inside.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also.
And really, things were bound to balance out eventually. He'd been money at the line before that trip.
Hood dishes to Love. From 13, The Cavaliers again can't hit. Nets trail by 7. Russell with it. He's picked up by Hill. There's Crabb with the 3. Good on the triple. Crabb's got 6 points in the quarter.
After not having a 3 during the first half, he's made 2 now this second half, and he looks hungry for more.
Hill passes to Love. It's back to Hill. Clock at 6.
Oh, no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
The Cavaliers have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. That free throw good from Kevin Love.
And the skill set of Kevin Love is valuable. Big man who can shoot the 3, a great rebounder, and he's doing a lot of things well here.
Shabazz Napier's checked in for Fareed. Both free throws good from Kevin Love.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Now Crabb, 12 points for him. Over in the corner, Allen passes it to Napier. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
And here's a look at some numbers for Carroll. Some last season stats for him. Last season, he averaged 13 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
I think you look across the board right now, and he's just doing a much better job. The numbers bear that out.
And the basket by Hill.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Russell kicks to Allen. Nets passing it around. Napier feeling it out a bit. Baseline jumper. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Napier's got 5 now.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Outside Hill. Put on the wing from the arc. Rebounded by the Nets. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Now, here's Napier. He's got 5. Here's Crabb. He can't get that one. Great D that time from Love. And here's Hill, who will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 6-point game. And Rodney Hood getting traded last season in part because, Greg, he was due for a big contract this last summer.
And you just knew Hood would be a player a lot of teams threw offers at this year. Rare to find guards as tall as Hood who can shoot the way he can, just entering his prime. And the contract this team gave him might be a bit of a gamble, but it's one that could pay off in a huge way if he keeps improving.
First free throw is good. A different look now for Cleveland. Channing Frye's checked in for Thompson. Nance comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Joe Johnson. The Nets also changing it up. Davis comes in for Alan Crabb. And Dinwiddie subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. Both free throws good from Hood. Here's Napier. He kicks to Carroll. The dish to Allen. Clock at 6. And stolen by Fry. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Here's Hill. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Now, here's Napier. He's guarded by Hill. Allen outside. Davis in the corner. 5 on the clock. Lets a floater go. Good work there as it goes. Dinwiddie's got 9. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Hill with it. 11 points in the game. Now, here's Clarkson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Clarkson's got the lead. Back up to 8 now for the Cavs.
You're going to burn yourself when you get up that close to Clarkson. He's explosive.
Here's Dinwiddie. He's got 9. It's Carroll on the wing. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Carroll's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And how about Carroll using his size there, taking it strong inside?
And here is Hill. Kicks it to Fry. They get a hand on it. Outside Hood. Let's go. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
The shot by Carroll, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Hood deciding where to go with it. And Fry has it in the corner. Bangs home the trifecta. 6 points for him.
Yeah, Hood does a good job there of surveying the floor and being ready to deliver the pass.
Nets trail by 9. Now Napier. He's got 5. Carroll kicks to Napier. Here's Dinwiddie. He's guarded by Hill. 6 to shoot. Dinwiddie with the bucket. Dinwiddie's got 11.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
And the Cavaliers call time here.
And sometimes you just want a reminder of what our objectives are tonight.
Yeah, get everyone on the same page and point it in the right direction.
Sexton, he's checked in for George Hill. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Monday Hollis Jefferson, he's checked in for Allen. And Fry kicks to Clarkson. Now, here's Sexton. Guarded closer. Another shot. And he lays it up and in. Sexton's got the lead up to 9 now for the Cavs.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. .129 left here in the third quarter. Dinwiddie passes to Carroll. 4 on the clock. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Phenomenal use of the body there to free himself up from the defender and get a clean look at the basket.
And along with the resurgence Carroll had last season, in large part due, I think, Greg, to finally feeling healthy.
Yeah, and Carroll is quick to tell you just how hard it was for him to regain form after that knee injury. Coming back is something that each player experiences kind of in their own way. Great presence, though, on and off the floor, and really a natural leader.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one falls for Carroll.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
The Cavaliers leading by 6. Sexton with it. 15 points in the game. 1:05 left to play in the third. That's a 2 from Hood. Brooklyn with the rebound. Carroll's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Just not his night so far, guys.
Here's Napier. It's hauled in by Fry. Fry's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Clarkson. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And stolen by Hood. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Carroll. Here's Napier. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Fareed's checked in for Damari Carroll.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
Free throw drops for Napier. 26 seconds left to play in the third. Outside Hood. 15 seconds left in the third. Just 5 to shoot. It's deflected. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Misses there. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Cavaliers on top. They lead by 3. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, Greg, is peripheral vision.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. So for Brooklyn now, Kenneth Fareed is out there with Davis. Then there's Shabazz Napier. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard. Here's Dinwiddie. It doesn't go for him.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
Pass to Clarkson. Now Sexton. That's tipped, and that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Johnson's checked in. A 3 off the inbound. And that one is off. And Brooklyn will come the other way.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Out left to the wing. That's tipped. 60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. Nance outside. Fry dishes to Sexton. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Nance, and Nance slams it in.
Hard for opposing teams to box out Nance because of all the activity that Larry Nance Jr. has. Plays alive on every possession.
Now here's Davis. Here's Napier. Sexton grabs the board. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. And the pass to Fry. And the 3 off target. Nets trail by 5. Here's Hollis Jefferson. In the corner, Napier with it. And Channing Frye gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his third foul so far. Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Crab's checked in. Fareed, the bounce pass. Dinwiddie's shot is off. And so Clarkson will bring it up for Cleveland. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
That always energizes your teammates. They feel your imagination, get motivated, and helps you extend your lead as well.
Russell, he's checked in for the Nets. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard Kenny Atkinson talking with his team. With them getting outshot from the perimeter, he told them, we have got to defend the three-point line. Those threes are destroying us. We'll see if they can tighten it up, Kevin.
Now here's Crab. Fareed, rebounded by Clarkson. Clarkson's got his fourth rebound in this one. And stolen by Russell. And taken away by Johnson. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Now, here's Clarkson. And again, it's Cleveland.
Well, the more Clarkson plays in the pick and roll, seems like he gets confidence, and the better he becomes. Tough cover for the D.
Crab kicks to Russell. Back to Crab. Shot clock at 6. To end the cold streak. And again, it's the Nets missing.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And the three ball is good.
I mean, letting that guy shoot freely from out there, he's going to destroy you from the perimeter if you do that.
Inside, it's stolen by Nance. Sexton's shot is good. Sexton's got 9 points now in just the second half. Pass to Fareed. Here's Hollis Jefferson over Johnson. Hollis Jefferson can't hit.
Yeah, momentum right now is against them. They're just going to have to figure out a way to ride this one out.
Got to be some consideration here for a different rotation because the matchups right now just not favorable. And lots of credit for the team around him. They're picking up the slack here tonight. He just can't buy a bucket right now.
Crab in the corner. 6 to shoot. Ball's knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. And the upcoming schedule for Brooklyn. On Friday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up against Kevin Durant and the Golden State Warriors.
And you know, for that Pistons game, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Now, here's Clarkson. He dishes it to Sexton. Thompson passes to Clarkson. Poked away. Yep, that one goes in there. Clarkson's got 7 now in this quarter.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Nets trail by 16. And here is Crab. Dishes to Russell. To halt the run, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And having added strength to his wiry frame, Russell able to convert through contact there and draw the foul.
A different look now for Cleveland. Kevin Love's checked in for Nance. And it's Hill in for Jordan Clarkson. Allen's checked in for Brooklyn.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw good, Russell. Did you ever think, Brent, that we'd see this many players, 6'10", 6'11", 7-footers, handling the ball and shooting like we're seeing them shoot from that kind of distance?
I'm hopeful for it. I've been hopeful for it, and it doesn't surprise me about what the league is. This is a very select group of people that have the right combination of DNA and genetics, and the fact that these guys are more and more capable with their skill set, not a surprise to me, Kevin.
So fun to watch, too. My goodness. Here's Fareed following the basket by Kevin Love. Crab finds Allen. Good D by Thompson.
And when he's this close, he's got to make it. The defense was pretty good, but just shouldn't miss that.
Now Johnson. And Love has it in the corner. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. 18 points for Love.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Outside Russell, and the foul called on Joe Johnson. That is his first foul of the game. Hood checked in for George Hill. Here's Hollis Jefferson. The teardrop falls in.
And a terrific use of the floater, unguardable really, because you can't do anything defensively to stop it.
Sexton with it. Passes it to Hood. 6 to shoot. High post shot. And there's another one for the Cavaliers.
Not a stellar first half, but he's become an absolute machine scoring the ball in the second.
Here's Russell. Sweet little floater. Russell's got 5 points now this quarter.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
That's a 2 from Hood. Again, the Cavaliers score. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. They trail by 18. Lays it up and banks it in. Russell's got 32 points.
And his teammates have to step up just a little bit more. He's been lights out. Needs a bit more support.
And Fareed sends it back.
Gotta love the vertical leap from Fareed. Shooters, beware.
Got that one up quick. 34 points for D'Angelo Russell.
So far, he's a can't-miss player. A superb scorer who plays to his strength.
To the paint, here's Love. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And the Cavaliers lead by 16.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
Well, collectively, they've done it tonight here. A passionate performance from the squad.
Now here's Crab. Again, the Nets for 2.
Well, Crab's a shooter. If he gets his feet set, nice 1-2 hop like that, it's going through.
To the middle, Love. And Love throws it down.
So good at picking his spots. He always knows exactly what the team needs from him offensively. That's why they hold the lead.
Now, here is Russell. He's guarded closely. He kicks to Crab. 5 to shoot. Back to Russell. From deep. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
He was terrific shooting the ball in the first half, but he looks a little bit slower out there, possibly leg-tired here in the second half.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Timeout called, the Nets. And, of course, Colin Sexton. His college team once had to finish a game with only 3 players.
Yeah, he scored 40 that night. I mean, almost led him to a victory. He loves to play under the bright lights, brings great energy and enthusiasm every night.
Nets trail by 18. Outside, Russell. Kicks it to Crabbe. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Well, he is deadly in catch and shoot. Defensively, you have to try and make Crabbe put the ball on the deck.
Now, here's Sexton. Here's Johnson. Back to Love. 6 to shoot. And Allen with the block. And they get it back. And they pick up 2. 1:53 left in the 4th quarter. Out to the right wing. Feeds to Fareed. And Fareed throws it down. Great game for him. Double-double now. 11 points and 12 rebounds.
Well, as soon as Fareed gets the ball there, you know he's going to rise up for the dunk. He is constantly looking to throw it down.
Now, here's Sexton. Guys are slimming down, it seems, Brent, to play at a faster pace. And we hear more and more players are using a plant-based diet now.
Vegan-style players.
Maybe not quite to that extent, but they are certainly very, very cautious about what they're putting in their bodies.
I think we just hear more stories about some of the things that players are trying in order to get themselves to their athletic peak. And one of those things, of course, one of the most important things is the fuel that you're going to put into your body, because that's your only tool. So I think guys just pay a little bit more attention to how it is they're feeding the system.
And you have to love the way Hollis Jefferson plays on the defensive end. So active with his length and can disrupt an offense single-handedly. The team is visibly better on defense with Hollis Jefferson on the floor.
First one falls for him. And with Hollis Jefferson in his defense, he's not only strong, but he's versatile with whom he can guard.
Yeah, I mean, RHJ has great length, and at 6'7", he can guard almost every position on the floor. Strong on the glass, even though he's often undersized in his matchup. RHJ is anything but an average player. I really love how effective he's become on both ends.
And so he makes both from the line.
I just got that.
1:06 left in the 4th quarter. The Cavaliers leading by 13.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Cavaliers.
And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Colin Sexton.
Really liked the ball movement all night long. He was excellent at setting the table for his guys. Table for 4.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. Over Hood. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much here with Kevin Love, and it sure seemed like you wanted to be aggressive in the low post tonight.
Yeah, I had a little talking to before the game, wanted to get in the post a little bit more, get my feet in the paint, just get more intentional down there and try to get to the lane, get to the foul line, which I did tonight.
And it lets you get your defense set up as well. Thanks, Kevin. Back to you guys.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time.